Raqqa, Syria, the crowd was seething with frustration. "We want to go inside," one man yelled. "They told us when Raqqa is liberated we can go home." US-backed militants raised flags in the Islamic State Syrian capital, ending a 4-month campaign to retake the city. Catalonia's secessionist parties have been given new momentum for their struggle for independence from Spain. A Florida policeman was dragged for almost a kilometer clinging to a car door after he tried to search a vehicle and its driver, who was suspected of being under the influence of illicit drugs. The US says it will remember the day it was singled out for attack at the UN General Assembly, threatening to cut off financial aid to countries that voted in favor of the withdrawal of recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. The resigning US senator, accused of half a dozen allegations of sexual misconduct, gives his final speech about honesty in public discourse. Speaking to the BBC in November, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle revealed details of their upcoming royal wedding and the prince's proposal. Helped into a car with a maroon shawl over her head, Australian accountant Isaac Emmanuel Roberts' mum visited him amid his Bali incarceration on drug charges. HMAS AE1 vanished off the Papua New Guinea coast on September 14, 1914, leaving the fate of her 35 Australian and British crew members a mystery till now. US-backed militants raised flags in the Islamic State Syrian capital, ending a 4-month campaign to retake the city. Some of the US-backed fighters who drove Islamic State militants from the Syrian city in October tried to reason with him. "It's not safe," they said. "Scores of people have been injured or killed by mines since the fighting ended." "Haram," the crowd shouted. "This is wrong. There have been many such testy exchanges at checkpoints as the fighters known as the Syrian Democratic Forces, an alliance of Kurdish and Arab militias, wrestle with the difficult business of governing a swath of territory reclaimed from Islamic State in northeastern Syria. The challenges are especially acute in the city that is claimed as its capital and ruled with a bloodthirsty grip. Nearly 2 months after its capture, Raqqa remains a rubble-strewn ghost town. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. The entire population, nearly 300,000 people, fled over more than 4 years of fighting, moving into displacement camps and crowding in with relatives in cities scattered across Syria and beyond. About 8,000 former residents have been allowed to return to a few outlying neighborhoods. But humanitarian workers say it could be years before most can go home. The city is riddled with deadly booby traps and unexploded ordnance. Bombs have been found under rugs, inside ovens and refrigerators and, in at least one instance, stuffed into a teddy bear. As many as 80% of its homes and businesses were gutted by ground fighting and airstrikes. And vital infrastructure, electricity plants, water pumps, sewer lines, hospitals, schools, was destroyed.